What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the InnerCityGeeks podcast. It's Steve here, and joining me today, I got Brian.
Hey,
Yay! And this is episode 248. Should have said that before, but whatever. It doesn't matter the order that I put it in because it's a fucking show. You're listening to it anyway, right?
just if anything, just fix it in post.
Right, yeah, that would just make no sense because I just repeated that it's gonna be all over the place. It doesn't fucking matter.
Doesn't matter at all.
Whatever. Doesn't fucking matter at all. We do whatever the fuck we want.
Right.
So what's good, dude? How you been, man?
Good. Tired. It's been a week.
Yeah.
Yay. I'm shocked that my kids are now a year. They're officially
Yay.
toddlers.
Yeah, they're officially almost old.
Yeah, they're the show. So this will go on, right? So if you're listening to this like next Tuesday, that'll be 2
Monday.
weeks since their birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I know it goes on a Monday. I'm just saying. Yeah. So like, if you happen to listen to the show on Tuesday from Monday, or go back and watch this, and see our beautiful faces, the kids will be 2 weeks from a year, and 2 weeks into toddlerhood. They're toddling.
Nice. The toddlings.
Yeah. They're toddling. They're being children. They're
Of course.
full of energy and laughter and poop.
Yeah, all the poops.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So aside from that, I'm good. Been watching a ton of things.
Nice.
You know, I watched like a lot of movies. Some were good, some weren't good.
Of course,
You know,
it's only fair.
Pick and choose at random on Netflix.
Okay, that's fair.
Like I watched Thomas Jane's new one called, what is it, The Vanished, or Vanished. It's like a family. So Thomas Jane and Haish, who I haven't seen in anything in like forever.
Yeah, because she pretty much disappeared. I think what was the last year that she did was fucking that shit with fucking well, that thing I remember is shit with fucking Harrison Ford.
Oh wow, that wait, yeah. She was in, last thing I remember her in was like Volcano.
Okay. That's a long time ago too.
Or like the the fucking Norman Bates reboot with Vincent Vaughn.
Where you see her.
So basically the movie was like they go camping with their 6-year-old, and like the kid goes missing, and like they're searching and searching and searching for the kid, and then there's a whole bunch of plot twists, which I'm not going to spoil, but it's actually really fucking good. Peter Fasinelli wrote it.
Oh, Peter Fasinelli?
Yeah, he wrote it and directed it. He was also in it, of course. Jason Patrick was in it too.
Oh, nice.
I
like Jason Patrick.
So yeah, it was good. I watched one called Fractured with what's his name from Salvation and Avatar. And like this was like he's with his family, and like there's like an accident, and like it's like he's in a hospital, and like the hospital like kidnapped his family, but yet there's plot twists, which I'm not going to spoil. Another really fucking good movie.
Okay.
Out on a Wire or Outside the Wire, the one with Anthony Mackie, not good.
Okay.
Synchronic was good though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's always it was
it was good. Today I watched an older one with Ryan Reynolds. It was called Selfless.
Okay, I don't think I saw that one either.
Where like Ben Kingsley is dying, and in order to like not die, they transfer his conscience into a young body.
I think I did see that.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
A little corny because
of course,
a little campy. There's definitely some camp in there.
Well,
and today was also
came out a while ago too.
Yeah, 2015.
Yeah.
I also watched 999.
Okay,
That's
what is Triple
Triple
Nine?
Triple Nine's from like 3 years ago. It's ridiculous all-star cast. Norman Reedus, Jason, what's his name? Casey Affleck, Kate Winslet, Gail Godot, and like quite a few, like Aaron Paul's in it. Woody
Okay.
Harrelson. It's basic.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, and Anthony Mackie.
Yeah.
So like basically, 999 is a code for Officer Down.
Okay.
So it starts off like a bank robbery, and like they're really like on point, like really good at like tactic and covering everything, so you don't know if they're white, black, Latino, whatever. And then like they rob the bank, and then next thing you know they're cops, and you're like, what the fuck? And it's a lot of twists and turns, and it's like in order to like successfully rob the next job or whatever, that Kate Winslet, who played like a Russian mob woman, yeah, that was a bit off. So like in order for them to be like in the clear, they had to do this one last job for her. And like they're like, hey, well, what if we kill Casey Affleck? Because like he's like the the rookie to the the unit or whatever.
Of course.
Yeah,
That's only right.
It was weird, but it was a good movie. It was a little long.
Okay.
Yeah, long and drawn out, but it was a solid movie.
Okay.
And then today I watched the epic conclusion to season 1 of Invincible, and I'm still like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Right. Yeah. It's it's fun. It's a fun show.
It's and we'll talk more on Invincible throughout this.
Yeah, we'll talk about
show.
more of that later.
Yeah. Other than that, I got nothing.
Nice. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you've been enjoying your times with the childrens and just watching a lot of shit.
Yeah, watching them watch what I like. It's fun.
Hell yeah. Well, when you were telling me that you were watching some old school WWE shit and fucking
yeah.
Was it Charlotte was fiending when she heard the Stone Cold theme song?
Yeah, great. I was going back. I was watching just random clips online, and I just wanted to like see like the best, like the What Chance or whatever, or like the Beer Truck, like old stuff from like 1998, 1999, and you're like,
when it was actually
I remember
decent
watching.
To watch. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, and back when you're like, wow, I watched that live.
Yeah.
Like I still remember watching the Beer Truck. I remember watching that in my small bedroom in Brooklyn. I had friends over, like it was just like, holy shit, and now you're like, wait, when was that?
A long time ago.
Yeah, a long ass time ago. And like, so basically I was watching that, and as soon as the glass shatters, as soon as the glass shattered and you hear bum 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 bum, and like Charlotte's just sitting there bug-eyed, smiley, and it's cute because she has all those teeth now. Nice. And like she just does this. Right. Like she just gets into it, and you're like, oh, awesome. Great, this is and then like I want to say Olivia likes The Rock.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like it was the clip of where he makes fun of like Kane, the Big Show, and the Undertaker with his Mickey Mouse tattoos, and Kane, I won.
Yeah.
Things they can't do on TV anymore.
Of course. Yeah, you can't do that anymore.
And then Big Show scaring kids with it was great. I love watching classic Rock moments.
Of course, they're great. Like The Rock is one of those timeless peoples in the WWE.
Like, and congrats to The Rock. Young Rock got renewed for season 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which I still want to watch it. haven't had the time.
I think I've only seen the first 3 episodes or so.
Okay.
And they're pretty damn good. Like I've enjoyed them.
And like NBC also, well, Peacock renewed the show with Keenan.
The Keenan show?
The Keenan show. Is that literally what it's called?
It's Keenan, yeah.
Oh, that's lazy writing right there.
Well, yeah. Well, if you think about it, like a lot of these actors or comedians that wind up having their own sitcoms usually have the show named after themselves.
Yeah.
Like Ellen had the Ellen DeGeneres show, and Seinfeld has Seinfeld. Like all these like comedians usually get whenever they do, especially back in the 80s, that was the thing. Like
that was
in the 80s and 90s, that was the thing. Like all the comedians had their own, like George Lopez had the George Lopez show.
Yeah.
And his name on the show wasn't even George Lopez.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It was Carlos Mencia.
Right, exactly.
The joke thief.
Right, yeah. But yeah, it was that was the time.
But yeah, it's nice to go back and rewatch like all those old clips and just go back and just remember. And now I get to share it with the kids, and they'll appreciate it when they're older too.
Well, we could hope so, at least.
All right,
we could hope that by that point, by the time they do get older, they'll be like, yeah, let's watch some wrestling together, or you say like, oh, let's watch some wrestling, and they'll be like, okay, let's watch it. And you don't have them saying like, oh no, fuck you, Dad, I'm not gonna go watch wrestling now. Like, you suck. Yeah.
Or be like, no, we don't want to watch this. We want to watch AEW.
Yeah, well, at that point, it's still pretty damn good, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's really good.
I heard they might have to leave Wednesdays.
Yes, because
NHL.
Yeah, TNT or Warner got the rights to the NHL shit for the next few years. Actually, no, not next year. The 2023 season, they got the rights for the NHL. So they're thinking because also the fact that like they also have the NBA rights as well.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of rights for actual shit on TV, and the big game for the NHL is usually on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So they might put that in there, which sucks. But it'll just mean that, they'll move the AEW to another day, which would probably be Tuesday or even Thursday. Or maybe even, unfortunately, the Friday. It's usually the day that usually kills things. But
yeah.
But because unless they're trying to really completely compete with fucking WWE and throw them on fucking Monday or Friday, because Friday is when they do SmackDown and shit.
Yeah.
And because Thursday they moved the NXT to Thursdays recently, I think. So that way they're not competing with the whole Wednesday Night Wars and shit they were doing recently.
Right.
So we'll see what comes out of it. Hopefully it's not like a huge thing that they're just gonna move it into a fucking weird ass day. Because regardless, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because people, and especially now that like they have 3 different shows on 3 different days, it's like, I like the fact that I've pretty much allotted my Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to just fucking AEW for the most part. And it's good shit. Like we got Monday night fucking Elevation on the YouTubes, and then Tuesday with Dark, and then Dynamite on Wednesdays. Fucking good ass wrestling too. Like granted the dark matches, the Dark and Elevation matches are all usually just developmentals, but they're actually really damn good. They're not like shitty matches. They're not shitty squash matches and shit.
Right.
They're fun. It's good. It's entertaining. I enjoy the shit out of it. So it's good, man.
I like to watch like the clips because I don't really have the time to watch them.
That's fair. So I guess what I've been up to this week. I went to play paintball on last Sunday actually. It was actually really fucking fun. I've never done paintball before.
I've always wanted to. I never done it either.
Yeah, I've always wanted to, and with the bearded villains, actually, we went our chapter, which is the Swamp Side chapter, against the Tampa Bay chapter.
You're in a beard gang. It's fun.
Yeah. We are. It's fun. It is fun. It is fun. But we were actually going against each other for a cause. We both chose a different charity, and that's why we were getting people to donate monies to it. We raised just about over $1,000.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we wound up splitting it for both charities. We went for I Got Your Six, which is for the veterans or whatever. So I Got Your Six, and also a kid's place.
Nice.
Here in Tampa, yeah. So we donated almost $1,000 to both charities. So yeah, that was a real fun time. Like I had a really good time. I went into, of course I'm in fucking Florida, so it's fucking hot as shit. But I was like, I'm gonna layer up because I didn't know how it was gonna hurt, if it was gonna hurt very much. Because I've heard a lot of stories and I've seen a lot of pictures online of people that you go paintballing and then they have welts and marks all over the fucking place. But it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
That's the reason why I never like really wanted to do it. It was like, oh shit, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah,
and like like I show up to work and if I happen to wear a short sleeve, I have like welts all up on my arm. Like what?
Yeah, no, like I had a long sleeve shirt. I pretty much layered up 3 different times. Like I had jeans on because I'm not gonna wear shorts and fucking get shot in the leg. So I had jeans on, and then I had a long sleeve shirt, and then we as a chapter we all got special Swamp Side shirts that were donated to us. So we had it, screen printed Swamp Side shirts, and it was really fucking cool. It was really fun. It was really, really fun to. The only thing that sucked is that I had to take off my glasses because I had to wear the big ass mask and can't have my glasses underneath the fucking thing because it'll fucking crush them.
Yeah.
So I could barely see where I was shooting. Like I could see, I could see what's in front of me, but I couldn't really differentiate people running around and shit. So I was pretty much, a target for a lot of people. It's okay though. I didn't get hit that many times. I got hit like 3-4 times, but nothing too crazy. And I got hit in the arm. Like I got hit in my left arm and I got hit in my right arm. And then once somebody shot, and actually it was pretty much looking like it was heading towards my chest, and it hit the gun, and you saw the paint all over the gun. Yeah.
Did you have to rent the guns?
Yeah. For the place that we went to, it was actually literally like 25 minutes from here. It was $25 for renting the gun, the mask, and for pretty much 500 rounds.
Oh, that's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, it's not bad. And then for the amount of people that went with, there were, I'm gonna say like 25 people that went.
Okay.
It was pretty fucking cool. It was a good little event for us out here. Went in like around 9:00, got out like around 1.
All right.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Good.
You're going
paintball. Excuse me. You're going paintballing. You're going to WrestleMania. What happened?
Yeah.
You're having a good 2021.
It seems like it so far, right? It's good shit. Like I like it, and I also went to the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah. Pretty soon I'll be going to a Kenny Chesney concert out here. Yeah, because he's coming to Raymond James as well. So I'm like, okay, great, why not? I'll check it out.
What's crazy about stadiums though, or any arena? It's because you got there like super early for Mania, right?
Yeah.
So
I had to be there. I had to be there like 3-4 hours in advance.
Okay. So what you were saying about them building the pirate ship? It's yeah. Like I remember doing the concert security stuff. This was before I met you. Even this is 2010, and like, or even 2011, and them building the big ass fucking stage for Britney Spears.
Oh wow. Okay.
At the Izod Center, yeah, and it's like you walk in and like it's an empty arena, right? Literally nothing there. They played basketball there, so like they had the rims up, but them moving everything around, and then like call time was like 8 in the morning. Talking about long days, you didn't get home till like 4 a.m. So like,
and you're literally standing there for the entire fucking time.
Yeah, I mean, you get a chair, but they kind of like get mad at you for sitting.
Of course.
Of course. Like,
why would they be happy about you standing or not standing, and or like, you know, enjoying your time while you're there?
One thing I do miss though, catering. Because like I would wear cargo pants, right? Like the black military cargos.
Nice.
And like you're working a long time, you want some caffeine, and I was a bigger soda drinker then. I would stock up my pants with like cans upon cans of like Coke and Pepsi and shit.
Yep.
You know, line them pockets.
Yeah. Well, what we could do at the stadium, what we do at stadium is that we could get employee cups. So it's like a little cup of fucking like whatever drink we want.
Like the courtesy, the courtesy cup. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Or if you really want, you can just go buy a big ass fucking like a 32-ounce fucking cup.
Yeah.
And like, you know, it's usually like a $12 cup. You get it for like $6 for the employee discount and shit.
But still, it's like, you know, so you stock up. But like they would build, and like I would watch them put up a stage, and like for Britney, it was like a swing. So she could like twirl around on like the top,
of course.
And I'm just going, these guys better know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
Because like that swing is supposed to support her doing her like a dance move. Like,
let's just hope that she doesn't fall.
Right.
Yeah, because that would suck.
But that would suck. But no, I'm glad you had fun paintballing.
Hell yeah.
I'll eventually do it.
Yeah. And unfortunately, my crew lost. We lost 2-1, which sucks, but it's okay. We still had fun, and it was for a cause. So it was a good cause.
You lost because you can't see.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
You were the target for the other team. Like, oh hey.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I could see, but I couldn't see at the same time. It sucked, but it's all good. It's all good. Right. Yeah, but it was still fun. Like I said, like I enjoyed it. I'm excited to do it again because plans are for next year that we're gonna go against the Orlando team.
Oh.
Yeah, people, because of course, you know, bearded villains are everywhere. So kind of like our Central Florida group is like, yo, let's all go up against fucking Orlando next time. Yeah, so we'll see how that works out. Yeah, but and then other than that, like I've been watching a few things. One thing that I actually watched this week that was actually pretty interesting was this movie on Hulu called Girl. That is an interesting movie because it's very of course it's like a B movie or whatever, but it stars Bella Thorne.
Okay.
Who was of course a Disney chick or whatever, but she was also in American Satan and Paradise City that I was talking about a couple weeks ago. And it also stars Mickey Rourke. And it is a very it's not a great movie, of course, but it's an interesting one because it's one of those like, oh yeah, you see her in the poster that she's walking around town with a hatchet or whatever. You think, okay, what the fuck why does she have a hatchet? And it turns out that like the whole story is basically her. She's from out of town and she comes to this town and she's like, I'm here to kill my father. And because her father was a dickbag to her when she was younger, and now she's older, she's like, I'm gonna go kill him. But when she gets to the town, she finds him already dead in the house. Like somebody killed him and hung him in his like shed or whatever.
Okay.
And she's like, "What the fuck is happening? Why didn't I get to do this?" She gets really pissed off, and then it's a whole crazy story, and it's actually pretty fun. Whenever the killing starts, it's actually pretty fun. But like I said, it's not the best of movies, and she's not the best of actresses. But it's a fun movie. I liked it. It was like I said, it was fun. It's one of those movies you're just like, oh yeah, I'll just watch it for the hell of it. Whenever I have nothing else to do. So that was pretty cool.
Sounds like a very bizarre film.
It is, because it's one of those movies that's like it takes place in the middle of a town, in the middle of nowhere, because it's literally the middle of fucking nowhere, and it's just weird.
She's literally credited as girl.
Yeah, that's her name the entire time. They never say what's her real name, what's her name in the movie. It's literally girl.
Girl.
Yeah.
That's like did I tell you that I watched Unhinged with Russell Crowe?
Yes, you did tell me.
Yeah, he was literally credited as man.
Nice.
Yeah, that was it. Man.
It's just lazy, but it works. It works. Like, it fits for the role.
Like, and the thing is, it's like, at least in Unhinged, like they say his name. So I was like, why didn't you put his name as the credit? No, just go, man. It's like the person writing out the person typing out the credits.
Yeah,
like
they're like, oh yeah, he does have a name. Yeah,
yeah. It's like starring Russell Crowe, man, and like, oh okay. It's like I got so much typing to do.
Yeah,
like it's fucking takes 30 seconds. You're like exactly. You literally get paid millions to type.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, they don't really get paid millions, but they get paid a lot of money to do it. Yeah.
They get paid. Yeah, they get paid to type. Let's just put man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. But other than that, I started watching The Handmaid's Tale.
Okay. Any good?
It's actually a really crazy fucking story. So you remember seeing Children of Men a few years ago, right? Did you see Children of Men with Clive Owens? Yeah.
Yeah. I saw parts. I never saw the full movie.
It's pretty much the same story. With it's kind of futuristic or whatever, but women are completely barren for the most part, and there are certain women that actually are able to have children.
Okay.
And the higher ups are like, yo, like we're gonna get these women that are able to have kids for us. So they kind of become like the surrogate moms for these rich people and shit.
Okay.
And it's fucking crazy because like these dudes wind up, fucking these handmaids, that's what they're called. They wind up fucking the handmaids while the wife is in front of them. Like they're laying down and the wife is in front, like behind the girl that's laying down. Like her head is like in between her legs while the dude is fucking her at the same time. And he's not allowed to look at her. And it's just crazy. It's a crazy fucking story.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But it's actually really entertaining. Like there's a lot of good shit that happens in it, and it's like, I wonder where this is going. Because it's of course, it's somewhat sci-fi, but
it's won awards.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's won a lot of awards. And the reason that I kind of started watching it is also because like the new season started up this week. I was like, okay, so I figured I'd give it a shot as well. But it's actually a pretty good show. I definitely do recommend it. Nice. The only thing that sucks about it is that the episodes they feel very long because they're very drawn out episodes. There's a lot of a lot of dialogue, a lot of there's a lot of talkies and not a lot of shit going on until like the very end, pretty much. But it's a fun watch. It's entertaining. And like I said, it's pretty much like, you know, one of those stories that you're just like, okay, this is crazy. And you're like, should I keep watching this? And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna watch it anyway. Because it's actually good. It's worth the watch. It's definitely worth giving it a shot. So definitely go check that shit out. And then I got to see a Impact's pay-per-view this past weekend. And it was interesting. It was actually, to be honest, it was actually a better pay-per-view than WrestleMania. It was actually like all the matches were actually really good.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. Titles changed pretty much the entire night, and the big match that was somewhat of an interest to me because because I'm a huge fan of AEW. Kenny Omega was going up against who is the AEW champ, the AEW world champ.
Mm-hmm.
Was going against Rick Swan, who was the Impact world champ as well. And it was title for title. And in this match, I guess spoilers, but it's already been a fucking week, so you already know what the fuck happened. But Kenny Omega defeated him in the ring. And he now has the AEW title, the Impact title, as well as the AAA, Mexican title. Fucking insane, dude.
So I guess they're like working together, like, but
yes,
not.
they kind of have a thing going on that they're cross promoting each other, which makes sense because Impact, even though it's something that was a big thing, years ago, it started out as TNA and stuff like that, and it's grown from then. But also the fact that, like, of course, they don't have live groups anymore. There's not really going on as far as in person with anything. They're like, fuck it, let's see what we can do with actually getting a bigger crowd. So they kind of partnered up to do this. And of course, it's a totally different promotion, but also the fact that, like, wrestling is wrestling, and wrestling is a huge camaraderie everywhere. And a lot of these wrestlers, they all know each other. It's even though it's like people are all over the place, they know each other because of the indies.
Yeah.
And a lot of these dudes that are in both AEW and Impact all came from the indies for the most part. And it's really cool to see what what's been going on. And it's especially with the Kenny Omega shit, because they've been going back and forth with Tony Khan going over there and talking shit to them, like, how you guys need me to be there and shit like that. Like, he's one of those guys that, like, he's always like, yeah, on AEW, he's like, I'm not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be talking to, I'm gonna be showing myself anywhere, especially at AEW. He's like, I don't want to be a face of the show. Kind of like, Vince McMahon is always a face of pretty much all the fucking places back then. You see him on every fucking show back in the day.
Yeah.
Now he's like, I don't want to be that. So he doesn't show up on any of the shows. The only time he showed up was once on Dark, when Kenny Omega basically, like, shat on fucking Matt Sydal for a title shot. He shat on him because he was like, oh yeah, you want a title match, and this was after a match that he was having with somebody else. He came in and he beat him real quick, and Tony Khan came out, no, you don't do that. He kind of like smacked him on the head and like, no, you don't do that, you're bad. And he was like, no, you're fighting next week in the fucking main event against Matt Sydal, and then he lost anyway. But yes, back to Impact. It was actually a really good pay-per-view. Also, at that point, we also got to see the return of Big Cass in Impact now.
I heard he got ripped.
Dude, he's fucking huge. He is fucking huge, man. I was super surprised to see it, of course, haven't seen him in a long time. And yeah, he's finally back. He's sober, and he's good, man. He's a good. Big beast of a fucking dude. Yeah. Yeah, because he came in for one of the dudes that was in this faction or whatever, and they're like born for violence or some shit like that, or bred for violence or some shit. I don't know what the fucking name of the group is, but he got injured. He was like, oh yeah, we need this other person for for a triple threat match or whatever. And then he walks in. He's like, yeah, look, it's me. And he goes in and they beat some ass. It was good. It was good. It was good to see him in it, and I'm excited for wrestling. I like wrestling. I haven't, really watched much of E since WrestleMania, but don't really care much for the E. To be honest, like there's not really much that really draws my attention there.
Yeah, I barely watch anything anymore with that. It's like because it's kind of like the same recycled plot lines.
Yeah, and it's been the same recycled plot line since when I used to watch it back in the day. Minus, of course, the people that's left the place, but like it's still, and if you really think about it, it's pretty much the same story going back and forth.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah,
just with different wrestlers.
Right, exactly. That never fucking fails. It's sad, but I guess it's one of those things. It's one of those things that you're like, oh, we're sticking to the story that we like, that we actually works for us.
But it's also like just because it didn't work, then that's the model they have. It's like just because it didn't work then, it'll work now. No,
right?
It's still boring.
Yeah, it's still trash. Yeah. But AEW is a completely different way. It's very entertaining. All the wrestlers pretty much have rights to do whatever the fuck they want, and they do, and they do it well.
They do,
and they have the creative rights to do anything pretty much, and that's what I love about it. So, with all that said, I guess we get geek shit. We have a lot of shit this week because, of course, we didn't really talk about the geek shit last week because we went all in on fucking Mortal Kombat and Falcon and Winter Soldier, or Captain America and Winter Soldier, which was fucking great. Both were awesome. I enjoyed both of them, and the one thing, the biggest thing that came out last week that we didn't touch on was the fact that we got the first trailer, or the teaser trailer, I guess you can say, for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and that shit looks fucking great.
Yeah,
I am super excited for it. Of course, we haven't seen a badass fucking fighting thing since fucking for the Marvel Universe, especially. But what they tried to do with fucking Iron Fist, that it was kind of fell short. But from what it looks like, from what we've seen in this trailer, it looks like this is gonna make up for it.
I think so,
big time. And from what I've seen online is possibilities of Fing Fang Foom being in this, and a whole bunch of shit that has to do with the Asian lore, or how people would say back in the Orientals. I'm super fucking excited for this shit, dude. Like, I am set and I am ready to see this. I also forgot that fucking Aquafina's supposed to be in this too.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't expecting it. When in the trailer,
she's in everything.
Yeah. She's in everything. Again, she's in everything Asian. Because she was in wasn't she in the she wasn't in that in the what was the fucking thing, Crazy Rich Asians? She wasn't in that, but was she?
Yeah, she was.
She was? Okay. Okay, so I am right about it. I wasn't just completely like, whatever. just being just fitting the stereotype, right? She fit the description, but but yeah, like I'm super excited for Shang-Chi. That I want it. I want it now. We need it. We need it. We need something to cleanse the palate from, all the other shit that we've gotten in the Marvel universe. There's also a completely different character that we haven't seen yet. So I like to see how he would fit into the MCU and where he would fit in and how it's all gonna work. So yes, please. I need this. Did it say when it was gonna come out?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Sometime next year.
Just says Shang-Chi. It says 2021 on IMDb.
Okay, so sometime this year then.
Oh, expected September 3rd.
Look at that shit. Right before my birthday. Yep. Yay, that's gonna be exciting. I'm excited for it. I like it. It looks really cool. It looks really fun. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it. Especially since, like I said, it's a character we haven't really seen. So it's gonna be really cool. Next thing they come for the Marvel Universe as well. We spoke about a few weeks ago, or more than a few weeks ago. The fact that Marvel is actually gonna be working on Ironheart for Disney Plus. We got news that it's getting an awesome writer who is the writer for Snowpiercer, the TNT series Snowpiercer, which is based off of the movie. The writer for that, who is Chakana Hodge, she's going to be the head writer for the show, and also Dominic Thorne is going to be the one playing Riri Williams. And that's going to be pretty cool. Dominic Thorne she was recently in Judas and the Black Messiah, which is actually a really, really good movie. So she's going to be playing Riri. And that's going to be fucking cool. Because, of course, not many people know about Ironheart in a way.
Right.
And she could also be one of the missing pieces that is going to be part of, the Young Avengers that's going to be supposed to be, building up.
And I actually really want to see Judas and the Black Messiah.
It's really good.
I heard. And Daniel Kaluuya won for that, and it's great.
Judas and the Black Messiah is actually a really, really good movie. Of course, based on true events, which is sad, but
yeah,
it's a really, really good movie. But I'm excited for Ironheart. Like, Ironheart's one of those characters. She's basically super smart person that actually wound up making her own version of the Iron Man suit.
Right.
And this was one of those series that didn't really come out for it's fairly recently. It's fairly new, because this whole character wasn't invented until I'm gonna say about another 10 years, 10 years ago, at least. So it's very cool. It's very cool to see that they're actually gonna be working on this. I want to see it. I want it to happen. Because of course now we have Falcon America. I'm excited to see other other black characters to actually hound in the MCU. Because of course we also have we have War Machine there too, but he doesn't really do much, especially now that he may be actually the lead in whenever they do the Armor Wars. It'll be interesting to see what they're gonna do with that. Yeah. More Don Cheetos. Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm excited. Yeah, I am. Sorry, I'm zoned out. I'm a bit tired.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. We're all a little tired. Something that came out this week, outside of the comic book shit. Something that's actually really cool. Something that I love. I fucking love zombie movies. Speaking of zombie movies, is the fact that George Romero's been working on a bunch of shit. Of course, George Romero passed, but they are pushing through for the final George Romero flick, which would be Twilight of the Dead.
Nice.
Which is the final one that he was working on since before, he passed. But they're working. They're his wife is out looking for screenwriters to actually put it all together and get it all to fit his story that he already had in mind. And that's very, very cool that they're actually gonna go ahead with it and actually work through that. I'm excited for it.
Same.
Yeah, because George Romero's the fucking man. Like he inspired what it is for what zombies have pretty much become.
Yeah,
and where it started from, and it's fucking great. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with
it. I'm still mad that they turned down his script for the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, that's sad, dude. That's so fucking sad.
The man literally, its only genre is zombies. He knows how to do it, and he does it extremely well.
So fucking well.
And you still go, no, yeah. It's like no,
yeah. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have fucking zombies in general. Or eventually somebody probably would have come up with something, but it's one of those things. It's like he knows zombies. he pretty much perfected what they should be.
Yeah.
And it's sad that he left us, but the fact that they're actually gonna come through with his last works is fucking great. So I'm excited for it. I'm glad they're gonna do this. Also, some other shit that came out this week, going back into the comic book world. We got news that, of course, we already spoke about the Green Lantern series that's coming out for HBO Max. But for the Green Lantern series, they've pretty much got for the casting of what's his face, Guy Gardner, who's probably one of the most the most iconic and assholish Green Lanterns ever. We got Finn Wittrock, who was actually in American Horror Story, to play him. That's a fucking great casting right there.
Yeah.
He was really fucking good in American Horror Story, and I'm excited to see this now. Like I wanted to see it before, but now I kind of want to see it even more. So I'm down for it.
He's good in everything he's in.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen him in anything else. Do you know what else he was in? Let me see.
I'm not sure. I just multiple seasons of American Horror Story for me.
Yeah, and he's been in multiple seasons as well. So he's been doing like 3 seasons of it already,
at least. He was in The Big Short.
Okay.
I didn't get to watch it yet, but Ratcheted.
Okay. My All American.
He was in Beale Street.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Masters of Sex.
Okay.
So he's done stuff.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. Yeah, so I'm excited to see this. He was also in American Crime Story.
Yeah.
What else? La La Land. He was in that. People love that movie. I think I watched it and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. Now I wasn't a huge fan of it, but yeah, that was there.
I never watched it.
Yeah, he's in a lot of shit. He's done a lot of shit since fucking what, 2002. He's been hanging around for a while.
Yeah,
but But yeah, dude, I'm excited to see him as Guy Gardner. Guy Gardner. I want it now. There's some other shit that came out this week. We finally got a trailer. For a comic book that is finally getting, its big Netflix push now. The comic book is Sweet Tooth.
I'm not familiar with it.
It has like some great artwork. It's written by Jeff Lemire. It's through DC Vertigo or Vertigo DC.
Okay.
It came out a few years ago, and it's actually it's a really good story. Pretty much there's some type of mutations or something going on, or some type of something that's happened that some people are basically like hybrids. So this one kid, he's basically a hybrid between a human and a deer.
Yeah, I'm looking at the image. It's interesting.
Yeah. And they're pretty. People are out hunting these hybrids, and this young kid is like 12 or whatever, is on the run. And it's a really interesting story. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the show on Netflix. It should be really cool. It looks really good. From what I've seen in the trailer, it actually looks really good, and it has a lot of good people in it. It's a really good cast so far. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this. They did a really good, Netflix did a really good job with Lock and Key, and a lot of the the comic book stuff they've been doing as well.
That was a bizarre show.
Yeah, it really was, but it was actually a really bizarre story. Like, it was a crazy fucking story from a crazy fucking person that has crazy ass fucking dad. So it only makes sense.
Robert Downey Jr. is one of the producers.
Yeah, him and his wife are producing it.
Oh yeah, Susan Downey. Yeah. Huh. Oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's actually looks really good. I'm like super excited for it. Like, I want to see this, and then it comes out on June 4th.
Nice, right before my birthday.
Right, exactly. Look at that. Good shit coming out before our birthdays. And then the final piece for this week is something that we're gonna be talking about in just a little bit after the outro of the song. But we got news that the series that just ended this week is now coming with 2 more seasons.
I'm excited about this. This pleases me.
Yes, this pleases me very fucking much. Invincible, originally written by Robert Kirkman, who did The Walking Dead, is getting 2 more seasons, and that's fucking cool on Amazon, because of course from the success of the first season, that was fucking insane, which we'll be talking, like, again, we'll be talking about in just a little bit. It's coming again 2 more times.
Woo-hoo.
Fuck yes, super exciting, very excited for that shit, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. But before we get into that, want to say rest in peace to Shock-G from the Digital Underground. Very sad, very sad. Another hip hop person passed away this week. Very sad. Of course, we had DMX a couple weeks ago. Then we had who was it? Black Rob, and now him. So three of the awesome hip hoppers from way back didn't make it any further. Unfortunately, he passed away this past week with drug issues. Sad, but I guess shit happens. But one of the biggest songs that they had, a song that pretty much made people feel good, is a song that I'm bringing for this week. And the song I'm talking about is the Humpty Dance. It's so fucking good, so silly, but so good. I've always loved the fucking song, and I figured why the fuck not I put that shit for the outro for this week. So for those that aren't interested in listening to us explain how awesome Invincible is. Yeah, thank you for listening until now. But we're getting into a bunch of spoilers for Invincible. So we'll be right back. And enjoy the Digital Underground.
Stop what you're doing, cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you're used to. I look funny, but yo, I'm making money, see? So yo, world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and my sound's laid down by the underground. I drink a bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with a umpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like to rhyme, I like my beats funky, I'm spunky, I like my oatmeal lumpy, I'm sick with this, straight gangster Mac. But sometimes I get ridiculous. I'll eat up all your crackers and your licorice. Oh, yo, fat girl, come here. Are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat. Look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy. I'm a freak. I like the girls with the boom. I once got busy in a bathroom. I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. I'm still getting in the and I even got my own dance. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Come on, I do the Humpty Hump. Come on, I do the Humpty Hump. Check me out, y'all. I do the Humpty Hump. Just watch me do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, I do. You know what I'm doing the Humpty Hump. Come on, I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. People say, yo, Humpty, you're really funny looking. That's alright, cause I get things cooking. You stare, you glare, you constantly try to compare me, but you can't get near me. I'm giving more C, and on the floor B, all the girls, they adore me. Oh yes, ladies, I'm really being sincere, cause in the I'm a Humpty nose will tickle you. My nose is big. I'm not ashamed. Big like a pickle. I'm still getting paid. I get by the ladies. You know I'm in charge. Both how I'm living and my nose is large. I get stupid. I shoot an arrow like Cupid. I use a word that don't mean nothing. Like Luke did. I sang on Do What You Like. And if you missed it, I'm the one who said just grab them in the biscuits. Also told you that I like to bite. Well, yeah, I guess it's obvious. I also like to write. All you had to do was give Humpty a chance. And now I'm gonna do my dance. The Humpty Dance. It's your chance to do the hump. Come on. Yeah, sexy lady. Do the Humpty Come on. I'll do the Humpty Hump. Sexy baby. Everybody. Come on and do the Humpty Hump. Do you know what we're doing? We're doing the Humpty Hump, y'all. I'll do the Humpty Hump. Watch me do the Humpty Hump. Yeah, that's the break, y'all. Look at that bass groove right here. Yeah. Now that I told y'all a little bit about myself, let me tell you a little bit about this dance. It's real easy to do. Check it out. First I limped to the side like my leg was broken. Shaking and twitching, kinda like I was smoking. Crazy, whack, funky. People say you look like MC Hammer on crack, Humpty. That's alright, cause my body's in motion. It's supposed to look like a fit or a convulsion. Anyone can play this game. This is my dance, y'all. Humpty Hump's my name. No two people will do it the same. You got it down when you appear to be in pain. Humping, funkin', jumping, dig around, shaking your rump. And when the doodle jump punk points a finger like a stunt, tell him step off. I'm doing the hump. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Everybody, do the Humpty Hump. Come on, I do the Humpty Hump. Sexy lady. I do the Humpty Hump. I'm doing the Humpty Hump. We're doing the Humpty Hump, y'all. Watch me do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. Black people, I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. Come on, white people, I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. Puerto Ricans, I do the Humpty Hump. Just keep on doing the hump. Samoans, do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Yeah. Let's get stupid. I do the Humpty Hump. I do the Humpty Hump. Everybody do the Humpty Hump.
Let's get stupid.
That's such a dumb fucking song, but it's so catchy.
It's so fucking catchy, dude. It's one of those songs. It's like, fuck, dude, I can't believe that song made it so big.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fucking good. I've always fucking loved that song. Like every time I hear it, I'm like, yeah, I just want to fucking dance and fucking listen to it, fucking play straight through. Why the fuck not?
Why not?
It's fucking good. It's fucking good. Always been a fan of his. Always been a fan of Digital Underground. Unfortunately, that was like their biggest song. But it's one of those songs that, you know, it kind of gave light to the bigger girls. Yeah, and it kind of is funny because like a lot of shit he was saying is like that shit wouldn't rock nowadays.
No.
Yeah, like a grabber on the biscuit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit would not fall. That shit would not be a thing right now.
No, that'd be a cancel culture moment.
Yeah, absolutely. But still, regardless, it's a fucking good song. I fucking love it. So now to the main event of the evening. We got the finale of Invincible this week. It's one of those shows that like you don't need to read the comic book. No. Invincible, of course, like we mentioned previously, was originally written by Robert Kirkman, who did The Walking Dead and shit. It was done in comic book form for a few years until it ended pretty much recently.
I was going to say it ended like 2018, 2019.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But it ended, and we luckily got the chance to actually see it in video form, in an animated version of Invincible. And I'm gonna say it's fucking great.
Ended in 2018 after 144 issues.
Yeah. And it's fucking great. For those that don't know, it's pretty much a story of it's pretty much a coming of age story in a way. You have Mark that's trying to live his life after his 16th birthday in high school and shit. He's like, I don't have any powers because his dad is Omni-Man, and he's like, I want to be like my dad, but I don't have powers. So he pretty much doesn't know what the fuck is going on with him because he's half human, half Ultramite, but he doesn't know that necessarily. And he finally gets his powers after his 16th birthday, and he's like, "Holy shit, I can do this!" And then he starts that, and it's fucking amazing. The story, it just gets absolutely fucking insane.
Even like in its slower moments, it was still good.
Yeah,
and it's just, and the fucking voice cast.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's amazing.
Obviously, the first episode, that whole cast dies.
Yeah, everybody dies.
Everybody, and he had Ross Marquand on like multiple different characters. Sonequa Martin Green, she in Walking Dead, she was Sasha, and now she's on Star Trek Discovery.
Yep. Steven Yeun, who plays
Steven Yeun is Mark.
Yep.
But then you have like Carrie Payton, who's King Ezekiel. He's on it.
Yeah.
He's what's his name? Who like got his powers back at the end of last week?
No, that wasn't him.
That's Carrie Payton.
No. That's not who he plays though.
That's totally who he plays.
No, the dude that plays him is fucking Richardson. The dude that plays fucking Cyborg.
Let me go back and I'm pretty certain that I'm right. But anyway, you got like a ridiculous voice cast. Sandra Oh is the mom.
Mm-hmm. And she's fucking great.
Oh yeah, and shit, fucking J.K. Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic in everything he's in.
Yeah.
But also looks like his.
It looks like him. Yeah.
Yeah, it's him as J. Jonah Jameson, just as Omni-Man.
Yep.
It's definitely one of the Zazie Beetz.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good people in the show.
Gillian Jacobs.
Yeah.
From Community.
Walter Goggins.
Walter Goggins. That dude just shows up to work, like, because he's always like in big things too.
Mm-hmm.
It says Carrie Payton, Black Samson.
Yeah. I got him confused with the Mueller twins. It was Kevin Michael Richardson,
who is an incredible voice actor.
Yeah.
Because I mean, shit, all the work he's done on Family Guy.
Yeah, on pretty much everything because he's everywhere.
Yeah. Zachary Quinto as Robot.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then Chris Diamantopoulos. You'll know him. I know him from fucking episodes with Matt LeBlanc playing himself.
I've never watched that show. I've never watched that show, so I haven't really.
It's 5 seasons. It goes really fast, but it's really fucking funny.
Okay.
Yeah, but he had a couple episodes. Legendary Clancy Brown as Damien Darkblood.
Mm-hmm. Which was a great character. I'm sad they quote unquote killed him off.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Mantzoukas was great in the fucking show as Rexplode.
What a name.
Yeah. Another one was Duplicate.
Yes.
That was a great fucking name.
Freaking Fred Tatasciore, who's legendary in voice work.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Mahershala Ali playing Titan.
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a lot of good people in the show. Like, I'm super excited. I'm glad that it was pretty much received the way it was.
Yeah. Freaking Seth Rogen as Alan the Alien.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then shit, fucking John Hamm on a couple episodes.
Yeah.
For like,
you need a little bit of you need a little ham and everything.
You do. So what's really funny about John Hamm is that like one of his like first acting credits. You ever see the hell's the movie Space Cowboys?
Yeah.
He's the guy that gets in the plane and throws up because Tommy Lee Jones was being dickish with.
Oh
flying.
shit, that's right. Yeah.
So that's like his first movie because he's did uncredited Gorgeous Guy at Bar and Ally McBeal.
Nice, yeah.
And then Buzz on the Hugleys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now he's like in everything.
Nice, yeah.
He literally just shows up like they're like, hey, yeah, you're not on today, or like you're not in this. He's like, but I'm John Hamm, and you know, and that's I'm pretty sure that's how he became Tony Stark for MODOK.
Oh, of course.
I'm John Hamm. Done.
Yeah, exactly. And it's only right. It only fits. Yeah. This it had a fucking amazing fucking cast. And
I still say John Hamm should have been Batman. But anyway,
he should have. But I don't think he wants to.
No.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to. He's like, I'm too good for that shit. I'm too good to be a superhero.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Invincible is seriously like a fantastic show. Like
That's
I'm
fucking
so
insane.
When I read the news about it being picked up, I was like, yes. You know, like I saw the news ahead of watching the finale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because they pretty much announced it. What was it? That yesterday or the day before.
Yeah.
So like Wednesday or Thursday they announced it. But yeah, we finally got the word that it got picked up, especially after all the awesomeness that we've pretty much seen throughout the entire season so far, until now. Pretty much solidified the fact that this is something that people actually do enjoy. We like seeing comic book shit that actually fits something outside of what usually has been put out there since the comic book shit's been comic book shit. It's a lot more adult. It's not necessarily cookie cutter shit. It's shit that's completely different than what we expected to see in the past.
Yeah. If I go back to like the cast, Lauren Cohen was War Woman in the first episode.
Oh yeah.
Chad Coleman was Martian Man. Michael Cudlitz was Red Rush. Like, you see what I mean? Like all these Walking Dead alumni.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Jeffrey Donovan was on one episode. He was Machine Head. Lenny James is Darkwing.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a lot of good people in
it. Fucking what's his name? I always pronounce it fucking wrong. Dijon Mustafan. Yeah. Fucking he was the Martian Emperor. Jeez. Oh yeah. Now can we forget Justin Roiland?
Yep.
Because
of course. No, but there's a lot of good people in it. It's also like fitting the fact that it's such a crazy fucking story.
I love that he attends Reginald Vell Johnson High School and he's the principal.
Yeah.
That I did not expect that. That was done really funny.
It's a fucking great ass show, man. Like I fucking love it.
It really is.
One thing that I fucking loved about it, it's going to pretty much like the whole twist of a story, because in the beginning they only say like, oh yeah, he's here as he's here to save the world or whatever, to make it better. But it turns out that it's really not, because he's full of shit and he's just like fucking, I'm just gonna do what the fuck I want because I'm better than all you motherfuckers. Because we are part of a greater race, and he explains it pretty much at the end of it, at the very last episode, basically that.
Right, he told him the true story and not the like,
oh yeah, we're here to save and make everything better. It's more like, yeah, we're here to make everything better by becoming the master race, pretty much. And it's fucking insane. It's an insane story with a great fucking ending. Yeah, like
even that that little montage of like them picking up the pieces and going back to their lives. Like, and that it's no words. It's just a song.
Yeah, and
you're like, you felt bad for each and every one of them because it's like they're betrayed by not only Omni-Man, who was like their hero, but now they have to figure out what's next.
Yep. Yeah. Seriously.
And it was done really well. Really well.
It really was. That's what I love about it. The fact that like they actually showed the repercussions of what happened in the huge battle, how everything pretty much played out afterwards, and how people died.
A lot of people died.
Yeah, a lot of people died.
Like when when Omni-Man punched Invincible so hard in the face that he went flying miles through the city.
Through a building.
Through multiple buildings.
Yeah.
But then, like,
he kept
tumbling. And, like, finally, he, like, crashed into, like, a bus or something to, like, stop.
He crashed the bus in half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, like, trying to save that girl, the mom and the girl, and like, you're like, oh yeah, Invisible's gonna save the day. No. When he's literally holding on to an arm.
Yep. Yeah. Sad. It's sad.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
The first 15 minutes of The Boys.
Mm-hmm.
When Jack Wade is just holding his girl's hands, and it's like, that's it. That's all that's left. It reminded me of that, where he's so like lost in that moment of like, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, literally in a flash.
Yeah,
you just
and then as you and I were talking about before, the fucking train scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, where he literally holds Mark's face to the train. He's holding his head to the train and just watching as the train rips in half, but ripping through people. And all you see are like limbs and teeth and guts. I'm like every fucking car.
Yeah.
Like a couple of hundred, strap hangers going to work or doing their thing. And it's like, oh, carnage.
Yeah. Absolute fucking carnage throughout the entire fucking episode. Throughout the entire fucking season, because the entire season was that same way too.
Yeah. But yeah, when he's about to punch his son like for the last time, but then has that moment of like, that like I was at
a fuck about him at one point.
Yeah. Like, hey, I want to watch my son play baseball, but I don't want to watch it at this height.
Right, yeah. Like, I want to watch it from up there because it's pretty sure it look a whole lot better up there.
And then you see the kid like actually hit the ball. And it's like, and it kind of got me as like a parent too, because I'm like,
yeah. It's one of those moments that you always want to, at least experience when you're with a child and stuff like that. You want to experience those type of moments.
Yeah.
And in the show, of course, they do a good job in showing like, he's not necessarily human, and they're trying to in a way force him to actually do human things. And even though he doesn't want to, at this point, he's pretty much like, I guess I will do this because he is my seed, and he is, what's gonna be my future.
Yeah.
And it's good. It's good the way they did it. I really liked it.
But when he told him that that he's basically gonna live a really long time and everybody around him is gonna die.
Yeah.
Like when he all right at that, and come on, when Omni-Man called his wife basically like a pet.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, and what kind of made sense to me now, of course, we always wonder like, oh, how do these superheroes get old and shit, and how does it fucking work for them? The whole thing that they're like, he was like, for us, whenever the older we get, the longer our lifespan is.
Yeah.
So like when we go by like fucking our regular year wise or whatever, like 365 or whatever, but the older we are, the longer we survive. It's fucking crazy. Like they don't really die that way. Like whenever we die, it's pretty much a wrap or whatever. But they've figured some way to make it work for them.
Yeah.
Goddamn Voldemites. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was.
It was one of those shows that you're just like, Jesus Christ. I can't believe they fucking did that. But I fucking love that they did.
And like, as we stated before, like, what happens to the immortal?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, comes back to life just to die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He died bad too, both times.
I mean, first getting a karate chop to your neck at such speed and velocity that like it beheads you.
Yep.
But then you come back, and then you get punched through.
Yeah, you come back. Not only just when you come back with a vengeance, and you actually you have the upper hand for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're about to beat him, but then his son comes in, and he doesn't know what the fuck is going on. And at that point, you're like, "Oh fuck, I'm fighting two of these people."
Mm-hmm.
But he's like, "Yo, wait, like, your dad is an asshole. You can't. You got to listen to me." He's like, "No, fuck you. I know my dad. My dad is awesome."
And then
and then he gets punched in half.
Yeah. And just seriously, as that episode began, and you see like the grass, and it looked all peaceful, and then all of a sudden it's like the rain of blood just going onto the blades, and then all of a sudden,
yeah. You just see half of the body just fall,
like the top half.
Yep. Yeah.
Because they made sure that you saw his eyes and the staples.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It only made sense to do it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it was great. Like I fucking loved it. I fucking love the fact that they actually did this, and I'm excited that they're actually gonna be doing 2 more seasons of this shit.
Yeah.
Because of course, as we see, we saw pretty much after the battle when he was like, yeah, like that's my son. I can't fucking kill him right now. So he was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fly away. And he flies away to, I guess, back to fucking Ultramite or whatever.
That's what I thought.
And so an alien man comes back and he's like, hey, there's some shit happening. There's another Voldemort on your planet. And he's like, yeah, that's fucking me. And he explains everything to him. And he was like, oh shit, I guess, now that, that they know pretty much that Omni-Man isn't there, other people are coming for you. And it's gonna be crazy the way they do it for the next season. Because of course I only read a certain amount of this. I didn't read a lot of the comic. I read a good amount of it though, but I don't know what else is gonna happen next. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with this.
Yeah, I mean, I've never read any of it, so like I'm really, it's gonna be like one, just like this was gonna be like one surprise after another.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for this. I'm super excited for the next couple seasons, and I'm down for it, dude. I've especially loved the way that they open up every episode. Which is like, oh yeah, it's like a cold open, and then it's like every word that towards the we have to be invincible, and they comes up with a title or whatever.
Yeah,
that was real genius way. And how the first episode was just like a nice clean and invincible, and then every episode after that it's just getting bloodier and bloodier and bloodier.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of shows how every episode just gets darker and darker at the same time. Because everything is fucking dark on the show. Like there's dark humor, there's blood and guts and gore and everything that you would expect.
It's really well done.
Yeah,
I'm excited
really
about it,
especially for an animated show. Like I haven't really seen that type of animation other than fucking anime and shit.
I'm really excited for what's next.
Hell yeah!
Like I just hope we don't have to wait like forever.
Yeah, probably a couple years, but I'm pretty sure they've been working on it for a little while already. They just didn't say anything until now. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, now it's really happening."
Yeah.
But yeah, super excited for it. And I can't wait. Can't fucking wait. So yeah, I think they're pretty much good with that, right? Got anything else to add to it?
No. Actually, I thought it was pretty cool when when Cecil shows Mark a glimpse of reality.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, he's like, let's put some light on it.
Yeah. That was something I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Like how humans only see a certain amount of things, or they're only able to see certain things because if this is how we put things out from our perspective or whatever. It was a really fucking good way to do it. I was like, okay, this makes sense. how things just hide in plain sight, technically.
Yeah. I like that they show the immortal being like rebuilt.
Yeah.
It's very like brief. It's very brief. You have to like
Mhm.
really like I'm actually looking at like Cliff Notes right now, just to like remember certain things. But like yeah, like the Mauler twins resurrected him the first time, and then what I thought was really great with the Mauler twins was like, or in there in last week's episode, like what is it? First Omni Man visited them, and then flew away, and then the Immortal. But it's like instead of going through the same hole, he like broke through the roof.
Yeah.
I thought that was done really well.
Mhm.
I like that they teased the return of select villains.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just it's just a fun show.
It's a great fucking show.
Like I'm excited to like rewatch it even because like I know, as I said before, I know I missed certain things.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's gonna be nice to be like, oh yeah.
Yeah, especially now that you've watched it, you're like, okay, now I know what to look for, and
Right.
where things can go and where shit, where shit fits.
And thinking about it now, I like the father and son dynamic between how it opened and how it closed. Because if you think about it, it was the father and son dynamic where John Hamm was trying to get like his foster kid to call him dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, it's like, Nolan pretty much said, "Here, this is my actual son, but fuck him, I'm done."
Yeah.
And
this guy, he's fucking up my plan.
Yeah. Oh man, it's really such a great show.
Yeah, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. So definitely go check out this fucking show. Go check out fucking Invincible if you haven't. If you've actually sat through us talking about it, go check out Invincible. It's fucking good.
And even if you have sat through us talking about it, watch it anyway.
Yeah. Or you can go back and read the comic and see if there's anything different.
Yeah.
So do that. But until then, go check out everything on InnerCityGeeks. Got a whole bunch of stuff. We got this show. We got It's Poppin'. We got Bright City Presents. We got what is it? The InnerCityGeeks webcomic. It's Poppin'. What else? What is it? What else?
Good games, comics concept.
Comics with a Water, Manga Time, Anime World, ICGPW Slamcast, Turntable, First Watch. So much fucking shit on there. I forget what it is. What's there? I forget. It's just so much fucking shit.
We do stuff.
Yeah, we do stuff. That's why I said we like I always say, we have a whole bunch of shit up there sometimes. But yeah, go check all that shit out. Then we also have places that you can go to on there. You go to Amazon. Let's click to Amazon if you don't have Amazon Prime, especially now that we've talked about Invincible. Go check out fucking Amazon Prime. Get your first month off for free. If you click that link and take you there, go buy that. Or you could just go there and just buy regular shit through that link, and we'll get a little bit of kickback from it because, of course, it's cool. Why not? And it's free. You don't get anything charged towards you. It just gives us a little bit of credit. Let's say like, oh yeah, you went there through us. So yeah, go do that. Then there's also some Beardly stuff with a Beard Octane to go check that out. Type in ICG10 for 10% off. Then there's Soul Sick Clothing Company, which is another cool place to get some pretty cool shirts and hats and sweaters and stuff. And type in InnerCityGeeks for 15% off. Then we have cbdMD, where you get some CBD shit for a decent price. Go check that out. And then there's Sideshow Collectibles. Got some cool fucking shit. They got a lot of cool shit there. So go check out Sideshow on our site. And then you can listen to this show. You can listen to us on SoundCloud, on Stitcher Radio, on Google Podcast, and on motherfucking Spotify. Go check them out all there. Then we got the socials. You can find us on the Facey Space on faceyspace.com/InnerCityGeeks, on Twitter at InnerCityGeeks, Instagram at InnerCityGeeks. And where can we find you, sir?
You could find me ready to put the laundry back on.
Yay,
Yeah,
laundry.
that whole thing.
Yay.
You could find me on Twitter at Bry_2J or Instagram Bry2J Presents or my regular Instagram Bry2J.
Yes.
Check out Bry2JPresents.com. New content coming eventually.
Mhm.
And check out the YouTube channel as well. There's links all over there.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of videos, and just click on that and just go watch some classics and stuff.
Yeah.
And then leave a comment, subscribe, and all the good stuff.
All that good shit. Oh yeah. And you can find me on the Twitter and the Instagram at Mr. Jackal, MisterJackal. And that fucking wraps it up for this week. So say your goodbye, sir.
Bye, guys.
Yes. Don't be a dick, but always remember the geeks shall inherit the earth.